What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're Lance and Lauren, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 reasons that you should consider moving your family to Sacramento, California. We've lived here for most of our adult lives, but we're in July. The weather is absolutely gorgeous today, and we figured why not talk about our top 5 reasons of why you should move to Sacramento, California. Lauren moved up here when she was 10, and I've lived here my entire life. We definitely have some of our favorite things that we absolutely love about this town. Now, we know that Sacramento is not a perfect city, but there are definitely some awesome things that we love about this town that we figured why not share it with you on this beautiful day. So whether if you're somebody that's moving from out of state or just out of area, these may be some of your favorite reasons of why you want to consider moving to Sacramento as well.
All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, or the number one reason why you should consider moving your family to the greater Sacramento area, is the people here. Now, being that Sacramento is the capital to California, it's no wonder we have a huge diverse group of people here. Now, Sacramento is going to be filled with people from all different walks. You're going to have people who, like Lance, have grown up here or lived here their entire life. You're going to have people like me who maybe a family or a job relocation is what brought them to this area, or people who are just looking for a great area in California that's a little bit more affordable, but we'll get into that topic in a little bit.
The people of Sacramento really dive in and try to help out as much as they possibly can. When the Paradise Fire happened a couple of years ago, we had a lot of people who lived here locally who drove up there. They would drive up supplies, they would drive up water, food, any kind of emergency supplies, anything that people really needed in the town of Paradise. And the people locally would open up their homes to any type of displaced family or displaced animals that just didn't have a home because their home was burned down as a part of the Paradise Fire. So that's another thing about Sacramento, is when times get a little tough, the people of Sacramento really step up and they really help out when things are in need. Now, the other thing about Sacramento, or the people of Sacramento, is that we are a passionate group of people. Now, we don't have a ton of sports teams, but the ones that we do have, we wholeheartedly support them with every fiber of our being. So the Sacramento Kings had a rough run for the last 2 decades, but this last year, the town rallied behind the team as we started making it to their first playoff appearance in over 20 years. So it was super awesome to see everybody back in their purple Sacramento Kings gear. They were supporting everybody at Golden 1, and we even had a giant purple laser beam that would shoot into the night sky of Sacramento every time the Kings won a game. Now, the second reason of why you should consider moving your family to Sacramento is going to be the affordability here. Now, in comparison to some of the other cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Jose, or even San Diego, Sacramento still tends to be a little bit more affordable when you're living in the direct heart of downtown Sacramento, or if you're living in one of the surrounding areas or the surrounding suburbs of Sacramento. There are going to be 3 major counties that make up the greater Sacramento area, being Sacramento County, Placer County, and El Dorado County. Now, within those counties, you're going to have everything from single family homes to condos, townhomes. You're going to have some residential income properties that are going to be located right in the heart of downtown Sacramento, and you're going to have everything in between. Now, it's all really going to depend on what you're looking for, where you want to live, or how close you want to be to the heart of downtown Sacramento, but Sacramento and the greater Sacramento area is going to have a little bit of something for everybody. So if you're wanting something a little bit bigger, but you still want to be super close to downtown Sacramento, you can look at one of the neighborhoods that are right outside of Sacramento, like East Sacramento, Land Park, Tahoe Park, or Curtis Park. Or if you want even more space or some of those suburban amenities, you can head out to Roseville, Rockland, Granite Bay, or even Folsom. You can get a little bit larger of a home, a little bit more land, and you can have some of those more suburban amenities.
Now, the third reason on our list of why you should move your family here to Sacramento is going to be the opportunity that this city presents. Now, Sacramento has a lot to offer when it comes to jobs. We have a lot of different industries here. You've got, with the state capital here, you've got state and government jobs. You've also got a lot of healthcare jobs here with all of the different hospitals that are located right in Sacramento. You also have some tech industries that have come into the city, and you're also not that far from the Bay Area if you have a company that's mainly housed there, but you're able to work remote. So California has a lot of opportunities for jobs, but on top of that, Sacramento also has a ton of opportunities for your kids. Now, it's important to think about this when you're moving, because you want to make sure that your kids have the opportunity to excel and do well in life. Now, Sacramento schools in the greater Sacramento area, a lot of the schools here are rated very well, and they offer a ton of different opportunities education-wise, as well as sports-wise, to get your kids involved.
Yeah, so like she said, there's tons of different job opportunities as it relates to state and government jobs. You also have a lot of first responders, a lot of healthcare professionals that are going to be located here with Kaiser Permanente, you have Sutter, you have Dignity. So now, even though we see a lot of companies that are leaving the Bay Area for other states, we are also seeing a lot of tech industry jobs that are leaving the Bay Area, and they're coming a little east to Sacramento. So rents are going to be a little bit cheaper for those companies that are looking to move their in-person workforce to Sacramento. And then you're also seeing the remote workers that, you know, can be anywhere within a 90 to 150 mile radius of the Bay Area. So definitely a lot of opportunities for kids as relates to excelling with the public education system here as well. Now, if this is your first time to the channel and you haven't guessed it yet, we talk about what it's like to live or work or relocate to the greater Sacramento area. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. We drop new videos every Tuesday and Friday on what it's like to live in the greater Sacramento area. On top of making these videos, we are also licensed real estate agents in the state of California and one of the top relocation teams in the area. So there should be a phone number popping up. Go ahead, take a screenshot or pause the video, write that phone number down. Either which way, we love it when you guys get in contact with us. We love helping you plan your move or relocation to the greater Sacramento area. So one of our absolute favorite things about Sacramento, and another reason why you should consider moving or relocating your family to Sacramento, is going to be the food here. So we've said it in all of our other videos, Sacramento is known as the farm to fork capital of the world. However, it's not just that they're known as the farm to fork capital, but that we just have really good food here. We have tons of really good options. It's a culturally diverse place, so we have all different types and flavors and different types of foods that you could ever think of or imagine, and it's all great quality food. So everything from your big name chain restaurants to your locally owned eateries, places like Makuni, places like Cruise Sushi.
There's a ton of great food here. Like you said, we've got great sushi restaurants, there's great American restaurants, there's great little bistros like Chef's Table. You can spend weeks exploring all of the different awesome food that this city has to offer.
Now, depending on where you live, not all of those restaurants are going to be located directly in the heart of Sacramento, but they're definitely going to be within a 20 to 30 minute drive. So like you said, Chef's Table is one of our favorite in Rockland. Makuni Sushi has several different locations across the greater Sacramento area. We've got Origami Asian Grill that's located in East Sac. So definitely something for everybody as it relates to the different types of foods.
Now, another awesome thing about Sacramento and the surrounding areas, we have a ton of awesome farmers markets. There's a big one that happens every week in Sacramento, but if you're not in Sacramento or you don't want to make the drive to Sacramento, maybe you're living in one of the suburbs, each of the suburbs have their own farmers markets. Folsom has one that they do every single week. Roseville has multiple farmers markets that they do every single week, depending on which part of the city you're in. Elk Grove does farmers markets. And one of the awesome things about our farmers markets here is that the produce is super fresh because majority of it is actually grown here, right? We've got farms all across California, and these farmers markets, that produce is coming from there. So one thing that we've had people tell us is that when they move here, they were super shocked at how awesome our produce was and how different it tasted versus other parts of the country, mainly because it's super fresh and it was actually ripened on the vine or very close to actually when you're purchasing it.
Yeah, so a lot of the farms locally are going to be probably within maybe 100 to 150 miles max. So that's the cool thing about Sacramento is we're right dead smack in the middle of the state, and we're pretty close to a lot of different locally owned and operated farms. So whether it's farmers markets, or even if you're wanting to go some other routes, you want some fresh egg or you're wanting some fresh beef, there's a lot of little local spots that are going to be, you know, direct to consumer operations. So definitely support your local farmers and your local operations. Now, one of the last things that's been kind of popping up, and we'll kind of lump this in with the food category, is there's a lot of really good beer and a lot of really good places to go out and grab drinks. So we're also starting to see a lot of really cool locally owned craft breweries. So we also have the Sacramento Wine and Placer County Ale Trails, which are going to be all the different local breweries that are going to be located specifically here in Sacramento, Placer County, and El Dorado County. So you have places like Device that are located here in the Greenhaven Pocket area. You've got Goat House Brewery, you've got Moonraker, you've got all the different local breweries that are going to be specific to the greater Sacramento area. So that's been an awesome thing. So whether you decide to go specifically to one of these breweries, wineries, or you want to go to someplace locally and have some, you know, local breweries that are going to be served at some of these bars or restaurants, that's going to be another awesome thing as well.
All right, so the fifth and last topic on our list is going to be the weather here. Now, Sacramento has awesome weather year round. We have 4 very specific seasons that change. Our summers can be hot. This summer so far, we've had a few days where it gets super hot and then it's not as hot, so you definitely get breaks in between. We also have gorgeous springs where it's perfect out, it's 70s and 80s all day.
I mean, heck, the summertime right now, the reason why we sparked this video was just the weather was absolutely beautiful today. So we're in July, we're getting ready to get into our hot season, and typically it's pretty hot starting in June. But right now I think high was 81 today, so it has been absolutely perfect. So we've had an awesome summer so far. The spring and the fall weathers have been awesome as well. We got a lot of good rain, we got a lot of good snowpack going into the snowboarding and skiing season. So, you know, the weather in Sacramento is gonna be super awesome as it relates to giving you 4 specific seasons. Now, the nice thing about Sacramento for the wintertime is we don't have snow directly in the valley, so you don't have to deal with snow chains or snow tires or salt on the roads or anything that's gonna deteriorate your car. But if you want to go skiing or snowboarding, you're not too far away from Lake Tahoe, which has some of the best skiing and snowboarding in the world. Our summers, we're out here at the Sacramento River, so people usually come out here, they'll go boating, they'll go wakeboarding on the Sac River, or they'll take their boat up to Folsom Lake. So summer has been pretty awesome this year, which has kind of sparked the whole reason for this video today, was just to share some of the awesome things that we really love about Sacramento. So I'm sure that there's many more reasons of why you may want to move or relocate to Sacramento. These were just our top 5 of why we absolutely love this city. We love the people, we love the food here. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the greater Sacramento area, there should be a phone number popping up. Like we said, take a screenshot, pause the video, make sure you write that down, and schedule your one-on-one consultation with us. So that way we can put together a game plan that's gonna be right for you, and it's gonna help make your move to the greater Sacramento area a little bit less of a headache. So there should be that phone number popping up. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us that email, and we look forward to catching you on the next one.